And we're live. What's going on? This is how to get what you want from, and I gotta see you. All right, this is how to get what you want from what I did today in 10 minutes. Alexa, set the timer and let's go. Let me get myself together here.
Sorry, all right. I don't know that one.
Oh yeah, let's Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes, starting now.
All right, let me see. All right, so I got up. I think I got up around 10. That seems to be my average time I'm getting up nowadays. And today is Sunday, March 24th. And what I did is I blasted out um, marketing to my cash bars list and had about hit about 42 people. And it's interesting. The more and deep you get into it, you find out the deeper you can go. Like this game never ends as far as learning. Oh yeah, before that, I had I had started reading the new book, and it's one that came highly recommended by a lot of people that I look up to. And it was psycho cybernetics. It's oh yeah, and I yeah, psycho cybernetics. This is one of the books you can actually get on YouTube, and it's about 10 hours long. I suggest reading in two speed. Yeah, that two speed shortens the time it takes. It'll cut it down to 5. Just got to adjust to it. It's like Spanish, like a foreign language at first. Just go 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and then you can go ahead and get up to 2 over time if it's too fast for your ears at 2 speed. But everything I can pretty much comprehend now at 2 speed, and sometimes I go 2.5 and 3 and on some stuff. But some people, I know that some people be talking fast, like how I'm talking fast right now. Yeah, that's they be talking fast, and so you have to slow it down a little bit. Then I noticed that when you're on 2 speed, some people sound regular because that means they talk real slow. All right, but yeah, I was reading Psycho Cybernetics, and it was saying some deep, like it was talking about how self-image is directly how much a success is in direct correlation of how much success a person will be. Like it's all about how you feel on the inside of yourself, if you can see yourself doing it or not. And I'm paraphrasing, but basically that's what it is. So I was like, wow, that makes total sense. I just got notes, and what I'm reading is kind of it's like a diary slash my day, because I want to go back in time, and I guess I could go back in time because I've been doing this before I start making videos and kind of see how I've been growing over time, and I want to be able to go back. I haven't been doing it for more than probably like a year or so, and I've been not consistent, but this doing these videos like this is forcing me to be consistent. But yeah, I want to go back, like, 5 years from now, like 5 years in the future, and kind of look and see where I progress. So that's why I'm kind of doing it, but it gets real personal in here sometimes. So sometimes I might skip over. So all right, but self-image is in direct proportion to where we are at in life. That was one of the notes. Basically, if we see it in ourselves, we can be it. So it's like, how can I break the limiting beliefs I have about myself so that I can be what I visualize for myself, or what I want for my life? That's what was going on with it. So imagining is important to success. Act out and act as if is one of my notes. Remember your positive experience from your past. That's one key thing that I got from this book was instead of harping on the negative, focus on positive experiences in your past. And I know, like, a lot of a lot of I, it's been common in my family on both sides. Hope I don't get too deep here, but it's been too common in my family on both sides to uh to think about the negative. What's going on? I see Yvette. What's good, bro? I see you. It's been common on in my family, both sides. I come from like a kind of like a jacked up childhood. Um, to harp on the negative and always put out that negative that negative, I always speak negative about the past, and this person did this to me and that person done that to me. And even though I realized and I hated it about that part of, my upbringing, it still rubbed off on me to where even though I wouldn't speak it as much, I would still think it like, I, man, how deep should I go? Cause my dad, he done passed away, and God rest his soul, and I love him and he loved me, and I know that now. But how deep should I go? I don't want to get too personal. I definitely don't want to disrespect. Um, but yeah, so it's like because of where I came from, even though I noticed that like fuck it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. Cause part of the only reason I will hold back is not because of me, just because of them. Like I don't want to disrespect them, but at the same time, it's like you might be going through it too. All right, so it's like I'll be fighting back and forth with saying fuck it and let's roll and let's go. Because part of me caring, part of me just like let me. All right, so look, I'm fuck it. we still go fuck it. All right, so look, my dad would talk about my mom like in like a negative light. She did this, she did that, and my mom would do the same about my dad back in the day. Like she would do this, do that, and she wasn't right, and and it's like I used to hear that he would just harp on me and nag on me and nag on me to tell me about my mom, and my mom would do the same thing, and it's like I didn't want to repeat that cycle, and so he would be talking, and I would being I was underage, and I was under 18, I was under his roof, like I would just have to listen. I didn't want to hear it, but in my mind I was like, shut up, like I'm tired of hearing this, like why is it always negative? And I just remember thinking that, and so I chose not to speak as much negativity as I were hurt because of that. and like I know growing up, I would still have negative things play in my mind. Like and so I found it myself repeating, even though I didn't repeat it as much as them, and I would still like internalize it. And so this book, like by checking out today, it made me like realize some things that I need to fix within myself because I would still have the internal struggles. I would still have those internal struggles um within myself, and that self-image and all that like negative thinking of my past, because I kid you not, like I cannot remember one good thing like that happened in my past, and I hate that. Like I'm gonna start trying to concentrate on the good times I had in my childhood because it's really hard for me to do. And because of that, I feel like I've always reached a glass ceiling, and I probably get deeper than I want to, than I probably should. But then it's a part of me said, I don't care. Like, I don't really care what people like think. Maybe it'll help somebody. I don't know. That's going through the same things. So let me see. Where was I at? So, and when this book said today, I read it today, and I'm glad I started getting into this book. It said, remember your positive experience from your past. I will focus on, and I just said I will focus on a lot of negative things that happened in my life from my past, like how my mom left when I was 9, moved 2,000 miles away. I live on the east side. She moved to California, just out the blue, no family out there, just moved when I was 9. And after my mom and dad got divorced, and it just really affected me. And I felt like she abandoned me. Like it gave me a self-image of abandonment and thinking that I was not good enough to be loved. And so I've been holding on to that. And recently I've been figuring out ways to release that. Because it had been holding me back all these years. And my dad, he never told me he loved me growing up. And he kicked me out when I was like a teenager and I was homeless, living in my car. And that negatively affected my self-image because I'm feeling like, damn, I don't, like, motherfuckers that's supposed to love me, care about me. My mom and my dad, they doing me dirty. Like, so I always had this negative, like, self-image about myself. So I was angry, I was upset. And even though it made me want to be success, it was like for the wrong reasons. Like I had a chip on my shoulder, like to prove that I was somebody. And I just kind of wanted to rub it in their face. And I don't feel that way now. My dad, he's gone, he's passed on. We forgave each other on his deathbed. So I'm glad I had the opportunity to do that. But yeah, it's just like, but I'm still like, I still be struggling with that. Because I see that now through the power of reading books and learning and growing, that sometimes I reach glass ceilings and I'll reach like a moderate success in life, but I'll crash back down from like depression and having that negative self image. All right, so because of this book, what I'll do is I'll start focusing on my accomplishments more. That's why I love. Dang. Hey, it was the. Am I ever gonna get it in 10 minutes? Alexa, stop. I'm okay. I'm gonna try to speed it up, and then we're gonna really go 10 minutes after this because I got shit to do in the morning. I can't be up all night. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Starting now.
All right, so what I'll start doing now is focusing on accomplishments and start thinking about that. And so and I've
I'm
accomplished.
not quite sure how to help you with that.
Alexa, how much is on the timer?
You have 9 minutes and 40
right.
seconds left on your 10-minute timer.
Okay. All right. So now be reading that. Now what I'm going to do is start focusing on my accomplishments. I got a lot of cool accomplishments. Like I went from homeless to flipping a house or two a month. Right now I got 3 houses to flip, well 2 in a possible because I didn't put the other one on contract today. But I'm gonna tell you about that in a minute. I've been flipping these houses before a lot of people that you might have heard of online been doing it, but I stopped. And that's like one of the glass ceilings thing. I felt like I wasn't good enough to keep going when I should have kept pushing. And now I'm like back in it just on super grind mode to get it. So let me see. I'm gonna have to I said I'm gonna have to stop harping on the negative, focus on my accomplishments. I made it off the streets, living out my car. That's an accomplishment. Even though I was depressed, suicidal, I didn't turn to drugs. That's an accomplishment, I would think. So I'm just writing down my accomplishments. So I was disciplined enough to keep my head in the book. A lot of people don't do that. Okay, I think that's an accomplishment. Bought a house when I was 23. That was cool. It was a double. I lived in one side, rented out the other side. Paid for my mortgage. So that was like my first taste of getting into real estate game. I didn't know how to make I know how to make cash without a job, real estate or not. I know how to get money. That's an accomplishment. Never sold cocaine or street drugs to get the money. I think that's an accomplishment. Flipped the deal, made $14,000. That's an accomplishment. Flipped over 30 plus houses in my lifetime. I think that's an accomplishment. I've been self-employed over 15 years. I've had over 100 people that I've given a job to. I think that's an accomplishment. The people that work for me, I've helped them. I feel like that sometimes I hear stories like they'll see me in a mall or see me in a grocery store or restaurant or something, and they'd be like, Nike, and I used to work for you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of cool. Like, your job really helped me when I was down. I appreciate you giving me that opportunity. I like hearing stories like that. So I think that's an accomplishment. Gives me the warm fuzzies. All right, so and then my dad, I had to think about my past different and how I plan on switching it is by saying my dad, he did love me. He just had problems dealing with his self-image. And so I'm gonna focus more on that because I know deep down he did, but he was just struggling probably with his own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And his dad probably did it to him. Matter of fact, I know his dad did. My grandfather did it to him. And he was going off of what he learned. So I'm just gonna think about it different. And same with my mom. I know she loved me and I know she had her stuff, and we just gonna roll like that, so let me see what else we got. Yeah, I was strong enough to forgive them both and to break the cycle. So I'm focused on that. And I'm gonna come up with more later. Oh yeah, write down some of your accomplishments. I want to say that. Write down some of your accomplishments in the comment section. Give me some hearts, some likes, or something if you like this content. Share, appreciate it. On YouTube, go ahead and subscribe because this is on YouTube right after the live. All right, let me look at the calendar. 3 p.m. What we do? All right, we on Sunday. What the? I keep on getting confused. Oh yeah, okay, I might as well. That's a highlight. 3 p.m. went to go meet a seller. Actually, it was her son. She couldn't meet up. We've been texting back and forth, and we have been texting back and forth. We have been texting back and forth, and I have still not talked to this woman, but we've been texting back and forth. She want sell the house. I wanted to look at the house. Her son showed me the house. It was trash. Actually, a freaking fiend used to stay there. The owner lived out of town. Son showed me the house. It needs total rehab, but it's in a decent neighborhood. She want $5,000 for it. What else? 2-story. Got a roof leak a little bit, but it might be able to get patched up. I think I said it's worth $66,000 ARV. That's after repair value. What else? She want $5,000 for it, and it got some back taxes owed. But I'm thinking that I could probably sell it for like 22,000, 23. I shot it to a couple. My battery about to die out on my computer. We about to. All right, we good now. All right, but so yeah, I'll probably get that one under contract because he definitely highly motivated to sell that. I got like 2 other houses that I need to push hard this week. Yeah, I shot it to this guy earlier today. Oh, that's yesterday. Let me see, figured. All right, so let me skip ahead because we're getting time. All right, so I bought a marketing course around 7. I think I just chilled. I got something to eat. And just was relaxing for a minute. And I bought a marketing course for $159 around 7 o'clock. Just was kind of studying, watching the videos. The marketing course was cool because it had about 30 millionaires on the documentary style, and it was basically showing. I watched about 4 of the documentaries, as 4 of them, and I watched it on 2 speed. You know me. It's basically showing like if they millionaires through marketing, like online marketing, and it's showing like if they lost it all, what would they do from day 1 to day 30 to get it all back? Because they can do that. They getting that kind of money in 30 days or less, like big boy money. So I said I'd get that course, watched about 4 of them, took down some notes, and I want to implement that into the real estate side. Like what's some of the techniques that they're using so I can get myself and the people that I train or mentor to their goals quicker of flipping the house and turning the house quicker. All right, so they were just saying if they ain't had nothing but a laptop and Wi-Fi, what would they do to get back to where they are now? And yeah, so that's all I got for today. I'm about to lay it down. I got to get up early so I can market and determine whether, how I want to strategize my week, because I got a closing on Wednesday for the house that I'm getting in right now, and hopefully I can sell the other house I got Monday on the same day. That would be cool. So I'm trying to plan that out. Got a guy that said that he wanted to grab it. You just wait for the title to come back. It came back Friday, so we should be good to go. If not, I'm gonna keep pushing till we get somebody that want to get in there. So I'm gonna focus on getting the market a little bit tighter, and that's about it. That's all I got for today. Let me see what we got. So comment in the comment section what you learned today. And if you're looking for a quick flipper mentor, you can holler at me. We can work something out. I'm about to open the classes back up, but I'm only taking so many because you already know I got a lot of stuff on my schedule. But like, share on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, and stay focused. Learn something all the time and take action. Yeah.